This one piece of paper is something that Bob Proctor taught me years and years ago when I first started out on my journey. And ever since his passing, it's something that I've wanted to share with people, mainly because it came back to my mind. It's something that I've had through 2 moves of 2 houses. It's a piece of paper. It's one piece of paper that I folded into a little book. These are the things that I got from it. These are the things I learned from it. And these are the things that have gained me so much wisdom, knowledge to the position that I'm at today. And ironically, what I first started with years ago is what I now do today. And it's all thanks to Bob Proctor in one of his videos. Now, it's given me chills just looking at this. So Bob Proctor is an author, he's a speaker. His name is just abundance. Like, to me, that's what he represents. The proof that you don't need anything, you don't need to come from anything to generate huge abundance in your life. And he's done that. He didn't have a high school education. He dropped out. He had a work ethic and he had a hunger for knowledge. And that's why he became the Bob Proctor that we know today. He passed away at age 87 and he was just a blessing to many, many people. I can vouch for him. He was a blessing in my life and got me through a lot of things for sure. And on this piece of paper we've got up here, so I'm going to go through all parts of it. There's a few different parts of it. So the first thing it says is paradigm shift. This was the first time I ever came across anything to do with understanding what a paradigm was. What is your paradigm? When he explained it, it just made sense. And then I've highlighted here the book, Think and Grow Rich, because that was his Bible. He relied on that Bible. And I remember this was one of the third books I got. So when I had no money, I originally used Audible. I still use Audible today, and I've still got all the books on Audible. But when I had no money, I just used the free account, and I got one free book with my free account. I then got one of my friends to send me a book with his free account, and then I think I bought one book, which cost me about £7. So that was the money I could spend on my personal development. One was Think and Grow Rich, Bob Proctor's recommendation. Another one was How to Influence and Influence People. And the third one was You Are Born Rich, which was sort of like a seminar run by Bob Proctor. Back then, that was all I really wanted. I wanted to understand and be wealthy. Now, one thing I've written down here is discipline, the ability to give myself a command and then follow it. And that is what I truly believe discipline to be. And this is the wisdom that he's taught me that has stuck with me for years. This really was one of the first things I ever did. I've also got down here, stay focused and have a good imagination to see what I want to be. Who do I want to be? Who do I want to become? And that is what I teach people today. Who do you want to be? Get crystal clear on that. Ask that question. You don't have to find it out today. But what you do have to do is figure out, who do I want to be today? And start to imagine that. Get crystal clear. That's changing forever for me. Sometimes I'm imagining myself running a massive business. Other times I'm imagining myself running retreats in Mexico, in Bali, all these beautiful places, Hawaii. But the one common thing is that I'm always helping people. That's the one common thing. And that is me as a person. That is what I want to do. That's why I make so many videos. That's why I'm dedicated to really giving so much free value, because I want to be able to help everyone that is in a position that I was originally in as well. And then the last thing I've got on this front page is results tell the truth. So this is proof that results tell the truth, because I'm here today and I'm here where I'm at. And this is so ironic. I haven't looked at this for a very long time, but it just came to my mind when I saw something about Bob Proctor's death. So this is my favorite part, and this is what I now do today. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not sure if you can see that, but basically it might be a bit bright. Basically here what we've got is the conscious and the subconscious mind. This is Bob Proctor's drawing of it. Let me just get that camera to focus. I'm here. Focus. Focus. There we go. Good. So we've got our conscious mind and our subconscious mind. And this is what I teach people, especially when I'm about to do hypnosis with someone. I'll explain what the conscious mind is versus the subconscious mind. Now, this is a bit of a difficult representation, because here this is not necessarily true, as the subconscious runs 95% of our life. It's not a 50-50 split. But just as Bob Proctor said, which I wrote down from one of his seminars, the conscious mind accepts or rejects information. So either I can say to you, you look beautiful. If you don't believe that subconsciously, the conscious mind will either reject it or will accept it if you do believe that. And this is where learning to take compliments is a very powerful thing, actually. Now, the conscious mind is the thinking mind, the educated mind, the intellectual mind. I'm going to go off here with what I've got written down, and I'm going to explain it in a bit more detail. Whereas the subconscious mind is the emotional mind. It cannot reject, it must accept information, and cannot determine the difference between that which is real or imagined. And that is hilarious, because now what I talk about is how the subconscious mind, when you're in such a powerful state of mind, hypnosis, meditation, some form of trance, your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined. Therefore, if you create that vivid image of yourself, you're literally creating new neural pathways in your brain to think, this is me. I don't know what else I need to say about that. Again, I've learned this years ago, but I only accepted it the last couple of years. And it's interesting, and this is why information is a constant growth. We're constantly learning, that have that hunger, like Bob Proctor did. He started with no qualifications, came out of school, but had a work ethic and created something. But the conscious mind versus the subconscious mind, the conscious mind is the more analytical mind, and the subconscious is the more emotional mind. Now, if there's a fight between emotion and logic, so the conscious mind is logic as well as analytical. If there's a fight between logical and emotional mind, the logic will always win. I think I said that right. The emotional mind will always win. That's what I meant to say, if I didn't say that right. The emotional mind will always win. Reason being is, imagine it like a toddler stamping his feet. I want to go and stand on stage and speak in front of people because that's what I'd love to do. But last time you did that, it was really scary and I don't like it. And next time you do it again, then I'm going to be really, really scared and I don't want to be scared, Max. But think about it, nothing bad's actually going to happen. We're not going to feel real pain. We're not going to actually die from doing this, are we? Well, yeah, but what you don't understand is I'm really, really scared. Fine, you win. Let's just not do it. Ta-da! Sign me up, Hollywood. That is the emotional mind winning the battle, because it's very easy for the emotion to keep going until it feels safe and secure. So depending on what you want, if you don't have what you want, the reason is your subconscious mind doesn't accept it yet. Now, can you reprogram yourself? Yes, you actually can. And if you want to reprogram yourself, get a free energy alignment session with myself, and we can help you reprogram your subconscious mind to become the person that you want to be, to really create that future that you want, desire, and deserve. So here I've got potentially one of the greatest affirmations I ever heard from anyone. This is when I used to write down affirmations every day. And ironically, I've actually brought out a journal as well as my book, Kintsugi for the Mind. I brought out a journal, How to Turn Your Life Around in 180 Days. This was selfish, this was for myself, but if you want your own copy, feel free to grab yourself a copy. Go to my website, www.maxhindle.com, and on the homepage, if you click either of the books, it will take you to the exact link of where you want to be. But effectively, in the journal, every day I write down, in the morning, 5 affirmations, the same affirmation. And at the moment, my affirmation is, I am so happy and grateful now that I am seeing explosive growth on my YouTube channel. That is my affirmation, but back here, I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. The irony is, I now have five sources of income. Now, I'm not yet a millionaire. It's coming, it's on its way, it's on its way. And deep down, that's not a negative thing for me to say that, because I know it's happening. I'm in the process of becoming, that's what I'm truly doing. But I've allowed myself to open up to different revenue streams so that I'm not fixed on one. And I'm now at that place where I do have them. Now it's just about getting them consistent. So I was happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantity from multiple sources on a continuous basis. The continuous basis is the part that I'm working on now. And that's the part and parcel of it. That's the fun of it, I suppose. But then we moved to my favorite part of this whole thing that Bob Proctor taught me. And it was about daily meditation. There is an abundance meditation on his page, and it's a 21-day abundance meditation. And if you see here, I've written down, this is a very awful thing. I'm not sure if you can see it. It might be too bright. My new lighting setup. But effectively, I wrote 1 to 30 for every day. This is before I meditated once or twice a week at this point. Every day I meditated twice a day. Once in the morning, once in the evening. Next to every number, I ticked it off in the morning and I ticked it off in the evening. By day 21, I circled it and wrote habit, because that was what I was taught back then. I now know that it takes about 66 habits to form, 66 days to form a habit on average. So it changes between people, but if you can do something for 21 to 30 days, you're going to create new habits in your life. And these habits that you create are going to have a positive impact on all areas of your life. So trust me, you should do it. But if you want to track something, and I should have put this in my journal, maybe I'll do it in another one day. But if you want to track anything, I would always recommend to just keep it written down, because for me, I may be wrong. Maybe if you want to do it on an app, and maybe one day I'll create an app to help people do this. But to just have it written down, for me, it was the dopamine hit of ticking off. Yeah, I've done that meditation twice a day. Ever since I did my 30-day meditation challenge. And that's why I created a 30-day meditation challenge, which is on my website, www.maxhindle.com/master your mind. The reason I created that is because I created meditation as a habit in 30 days. When I created it as a habit, I have never not meditated. Sorry, tell a lie. I have not meditated a handful of days over the past 4 to 5 years, 3 to 4 years. But other than that, every single day, twice a day, without fail. Sometimes 3 times a day. So I've probably overcompensated with the times that I would do 3 times a day to the times that I would do once a day to the times that I have not done a meditation in a day. But I can't think of the last time I didn't not do a meditation in a day. And that's all thanks to Bob Proctor and encouraging the ability of habits for me. And now I'm at this place where I meditate every single day. I write in my journal every single day. I create videos to help people every single day. My life has become habitual, and I personally have a very, very, very addictive personality. So for me, I need to get addicted to positive things. Some people may see it as a massive superpower, and it is, but if I don't control it, I can go all the way down, because it's a very difficult thing, and that's why I had a problem with drugs and all that kind of stuff. But my summary of this video really is that one person can impact so many people because he's impacted them, which they have impacted someone, which they have impacted someone, and we all have a knock-on effect. And that's why I want to make these videos. I want to impact millions of people. I really do. I really want to help so many people. And with the things that I've learned, with the things that I've been through, so that you don't necessarily have to. I am a big advocate for going through these difficult things in our life because they teach us real lessons, but we don't have to. That's the beauty of it, we don't have to. Although, like I say, most people should go through them, and we should not expect life to be a walk in the park and breezy and everything's perfect, because then we wouldn't have any character. We wouldn't have any character, and that's what I want to encourage you to do today. This is what I just wanted to say about how Bob Proctor helped me, and this really just reminded me that one person can impact your life, and I want to help be that person, and I want you to be that person for other people. But other than that, send your loving and healing prayers to his family, but we all know that he's up there doing something, impacting more people from a distance. I do truly believe that death is not the end. I do believe there's something after it. Don't know what, I don't have a clue what, but I know that there's something after it. And if I'm naive to think that, then who will know the difference, because I'll be gone. But other than that, subscribe.